Audio file from Metaman found missing. Assumed confiscated during surprise attack by Baron von Ruthless.
Metaman was one of the most admired heroes of the Golden Age, a super whose powers seemed almost limitless. He possessed super strength, the ability to fly, sonic scream, teleportation, magnetic manipulation, partial invisibility, and the ability to communicate with aquatic mammals and even X-ray vision, gifts that made him one of the most versatile and reliable protectors of his time. In the era when supers were celebrated around the world, Metaman soared through the skies with confidence, saving lives, fighting crime, and earning the respect of both his peers and the public. Children dreamed of becoming like him, newspapers praised his victories, and his very name, Metaman, reflected the idea that he was something beyond human, a meta being who stood above ordinary limits. He was not alone in this golden age. Alongside him were heroes like Thunderhead, Stratagal, Dynaguy, and Splashdown, each with their own strengths and stories. Together, they formed a community of supers who gave hope to the world. They fought villains, prevented disasters, and embodied a time when heroism was not just accepted, but adored. For a while, it seemed as if nothing could end their reign, and Metaman was among the brightest stars in that constellation of heroes. Yet his story is remembered not for his triumphs, but for his end. Metaman became one of the most tragic examples of how even the strongest hero can be undone by something small. According to the legendary fashion designer Edna Mode, whose words immortalized his fate, Metaman was killed when his cape became entangled in an elevator shaft. It was a death that shocked the super community. To fall not at the hands of a villain, not in a climactic battle, but because of a simple design flaw in his costume seemed almost unthinkable. And yet it happened, and it ended the career of a hero who might otherwise have been remembered as one of the greatest. Edna Mode would later use Metaman's death as the most powerful argument in her philosophy. No capes. She cited him, along with other supers who met similar fates, as evidence that capes were not just impractical, but deadly. For her, the image of Metaman's final moments was proof that fashion should never come before function, and that even the greatest super could be brought down by a careless detail. What remains of Metaman's legacy is therefore bittersweet. On one hand, he was a mighty figure of his time, respected and admired, one of the champions of the Golden Age. On the other, he is remembered primarily as a cautionary tale, a tragic reminder that heroism requires not only strength and courage, but also attention to the smallest details. Unlike Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, or Frozone, Metaman never appears alive in the films, and Pixar never revealed his origins, his city, or the details of his life. His presence in the story is almost entirely through Edna's voice, and yet that was enough to secure his place in the mythology of the Incredibles. Today, Metaman stands as both a legend and a warning. He represents the glory of an age when heroes were larger than life, but also the fragility that lies beneath the surface of even the most powerful figures. His strength, his flight, his X-ray vision, all of it was real, and yet none of it could save him from a single fatal mistake. And so Metaman is remembered not only as a hero of the skies, but as the super who forever proved that a cape could cost you everything.
Audio file from Metaman found missing. Assumed confiscated during surprise attack by Baron von Ruthless.